We're back with another episode, and as y'all can see here, I'm recording from my GoPro so y'all can get the full POV experience. I'm gonna try and show y'all some very simple things when it comes to driving. We're gonna start with the beginner phase, and after beginner, then we're gonna move on to intermediate, driving with music, etc., etc. So I'm gonna start off with the double hand with 2 and 10 o'clock, or 9 and 3, or whatever you want to call it. I do 2 and 10. I usually drive with one hand. So this is how you're supposed to start off. Very simple. Also, you should be looking in your mirrors the whole time while you're driving, not zoned out with everything that's in front of you. You want to be paying attention. Also, when you get to these lights, you want to pay attention. You don't want to be on your phone the whole time. If you want to check a message, okay, check your message, but keep your head up. Light turned green, I'm gonna let that car pass. No, they took too long, so I'm gonna go instead. You know what I'm saying? They sped up, then they stopped. So the speed limit is 35. Let me bump it up to 35. Let me keep my hands here. I'm not used to driving like this, by the way. I'm a one-hand driver, so doing this right now feels a little weird for me. But hey, when you first get in the car, it's gonna feel a little weird for you anyways. We get to the stop sign, supposed to stop, take a peep, that person's turning, nobody else is coming, so I'm gonna make my turn. That's simple, people. It's that simple. We're at the next block, we're gonna make this left turn, slow the car down, let go of the gas, let go of the brake, and just let your car turn. What I've noticed a lot while driving is that a lot of people slam on their brakes too much when they're turning, or they hit their brakes too hard while they're turning, or they're holding their brakes down the entire time that they're turning. Depending on how fast you're going and how you can control your vehicle will let you know how much brakes you need to apply or not apply when you're turning. I'm gonna slow down here. Obviously there's a stop sign, so I need to make a stop. Nobody's coming, and you proceed about your business. See, so you saw how that person was just hitting their brakes. Look, my foot isn't on the brakes whatsoever. Look, yeah, see that? And now look how the car is slowing itself down because I'm not touching the gas. Now I'm applying pressure to the brakes. Now, right? Look both ways. Nobody's coming, so you proceed. So I really want to focus on paying attention in these videos, and also how much pressure you need to apply to your brakes or not apply to your brakes. Also, time and distance. So now what we're about to do is we're about to go do some city driving. And the reason that I want to do city driving is because I feel like a lot of people don't really understand how to drive in the city versus driving in a rural area. And also, we're going up a hill right now. Whenever you go up a hill, you have to accelerate, which means pressing the gas. You need to accelerate up a hill or you'll be like that person. And then once you get to the top of the hill, you can let go of your gas, and your car is going to roll, literally roll. And then at some point, you're gonna need to apply pressure to the brakes, just like that. And now look how the car is slowing down, just like that. Boom. And you stop before the line. A lot of people, especially in cities, they don't stop on the lines. But once again, we're at a red light and we're paying attention. The light turned green, we're gonna hit the gas, so we're gonna go. We're gonna hit the gas and we're going to go. And then what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna make a few right turns, a few left turns, might make a K-turn or a U-turn or a parallel park for you once or twice. And then we're going on about our business. Now where I live, we can make right turns. See how that person hasn't gone yet? The light turned green, they haven't gone yet. You just give them a nice little honk, because they were probably texting or in their phone, which is why I said when you get to these red lights, pay attention to what's going on. The speed limit's 25 out here. You can probably do 30, but we are beginners, so we're gonna do 25, 26, 27. We're gonna stay in that range. If you get a ticket for going 3 miles per hour over the speed limit, something is wrong with that officer, or they try and hit their quota. We're gonna make this right turn up here, right? So I'm gonna slow down, and I'm gonna proceed with my turn. Now I'm hitting the gas, and now I have to accelerate again because I just made a turn, right? So we're gonna make a left turn up here, put my turn signal on. There's a stop sign coming up also, right? So we're stopping at the stop sign. Out here, sometimes you have to go past the stop sign to see what's going on, because a lot of people park at the end of the block, like that car is right there. So if you're pulling up and you need to see, you might have to stick your car out some just so you can see. So you see how that person is making the right turn. I'm going to turn before them because we have the right of way since we're in this right lane already. And as you drive, I know y'all keep seeing my head turn side to side, every which way. You need to be looking at stuff when you are driving. You never know what could happen. Green light, can we, yep, see? People get to the lights and they automatically go on their phone. And that's how you get people just sitting at lights, or what I like to call NPCs. Put your phone up here so you can see what you're doing while you're at the light. If you want to check your phone at the light, you were texting your partner or whatever, pick your phone up, bring it up here at the light, and just leave it right there. Now this person is about to make a left turn, right? And there's also going to be traffic coming from that side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around them so that I'm not just sitting there. You see how simple that was? You just go around them. I'm not sure if you guys do that in your state, but in New Jersey, if somebody is making a left turn or a right turn, you do not need to sit behind them. You can easily go around, and police officers will not give you a ticket. But as you can see, that person is turning. I'm not going to stay behind them. I just went around them. People say is you want to be mirror to mirror to start off. Now I'm in a longer vehicle, so my back is already sticking out. So I don't want to be mirror to mirror. Like I said, I'm in a pickup truck right now. But what you want to do is you want to start turning your wheel. People usually say turn it when you get to that back tire. Because this is a larger vehicle, I'm going to start turning it right now, right? And now I'm putting the butt of the car into the parking spot, right? Notice I didn't fully turn the wheel, right? And then you're gonna get to a certain spot where you can start seeing how close you're getting to the curb, and you can also see the front of your car, and you start to turn the wheel. And look how easy the vehicle just fits right in. Look, right in the spot. Right in the spot. Then I can pull up forward some more, right? Then you just back it up some more. Get a little bit close to the curb. So what people like to do, get close to the curb, get on that curb. I'm on some snow right now. You put it in park, and I usually put my foot brake down. And that's how easy parallel parking is, people. And the easiest way to learn how to parallel park is to literally just drive on the streets and find this parking spot and park in it. And the reason that I backed up real close to this vehicle is because when I leave, I don't want to have to do this whole backing up, going forward, backing up, going forward, because this spot isn't that tight. Now if it was a tight spot, yeah, I get it. But since it's not that tight of a spot, put my turn signal on, let people know I'm turning, check my mirror, check that mirror also, and then I'm gonna pull out. Somebody's coming right now, and you see how I pulled out and I cleared that spot, and I didn't have to hit the brakes or do anything extra. It's just that simple. Now let's try and find another spot we could park in. This is a garage. That's a garage. I mean driveway. Oh, that's a spot right there. Okay, so we're gonna parallel park in that spot right there, right? And this is how we're gonna do that. This is how we're gonna pull out in that spot right there. We're gonna wait for this car to pass, right? And watch this. Now mind you, there's a car behind me right there, this Honda, right? So now I'm gonna back it up, 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 and then I'm gonna start putting the butt of that car in that spot. Just like I told you guys. Release it. You see when you're halfway in, halfway out, that's when I start to release it. I'm actually a little bit late here. Yeah, see? I was a little bit late there. So now to readjust, right, I'm gonna just stick my car up a little bit, pull out just a little bit, right? And then you just readjust. Then you're gonna pull forward, and then you're gonna back up again. And when you pull into a tight spot like this one is, right, you kind of want to keep pulling forward and going backwards. And you keep readjusting your wheel, right? So pull your wheel to that side now, put it all the way in. Get close, reverse, turn the wheel all the way around. And now I'll get out for you guys, show you the spot. See, you still have ample space. I can still move closer to the curb if I need to. See that right there? Very simple stuff right there, people. I know you guys are gonna be like, okay, there's a lot of space over there. You could have moved them more, and I could have. But this is a big block right here. Also, you should always put in your mirror when you park anyway, so that people don't hit the mirror. But another reason why I wouldn't get close to the curb is because of when I need to leave. Now, you saw what I had to do to get into the parking spot. I'm gonna have to do basically the same exact thing to leave it. I'm gonna show you right now. So my seatbelt back on. You guys try to say a lot of stuff in the comments. Put it in reverse. Now you're gonna start turning your wheel this way first, right? Now you back up, right? Then you're gonna turn the wheel back this way. You're right close to that car. You're gonna turn the wheel back that way. There's also somebody coming right now, so they're gonna go around me. See how they're going around me? There's an old lady too, right? And you see how now I'm automatically out of the spot, and you see how I look back there because I can't see my blind spot right now. So I'm gonna look back, and then you just pull out like that. See, people, so parallel parking, it is not that hard. Something that's very easy to do, something that anyone could do. It just takes practice. I just saw a spot right there, so I just took that one. I'm gonna park right here now for you guys. So there's someone behind me, and I'm gonna put my hazards on so they know I'm trying to park right here, right? So they should go around me, because that's usually what the hazards mean. I'm not sure why they waiting so much. You could just go, sweetheart. Yeah, you could just go, right? So now I'm gonna start parking. And now I'm turning my wheel. I'm getting into that spot. I'm halfway at this point, but since this vehicle is a little large, I'm gonna tap it some more. You can see I'm lined up, right? I'm lined up. Hit tap the gas. You don't need to smack it. Tap the gas. Tap the gas. Put it forward. And then you're just gonna back it up to the car. And like I said, I always put the emergency brake on, especially when you're on a hill. And look at that right there. Now, if we were to look on this side, I would be a lot closer to the curb. And the reason that I'm closer to the curb on this side than I was on the other side is because this spot was a larger spot. This vehicle, like I said, is larger. So I had more room to maneuver into the spot than the other spot, which is why this one was a lot easier. So, like I said, parallel parking is really not that hard. It's something very, very simple. It just takes practice. So when you're out there on the streets with your driving instructor or mom and dad, if you're teaching your kid how to drive, literally drive on the streets and tell them, hey, stop right there, park. Yes. And Randall, stop right there, park. And let them start parallel parking. So yes, I hope this helps out a lot. Driving, it is not crazy hard. I don't know why people make driving a way harder thing than it is. It's so simple. It's so easy. Even a caveman can do it. Make this left turn up here on Rosa Parks Boulevard. And I'm not gonna hit my brakes, right? Look, watch. Not hitting the brakes whatsoever. Because I wasn't going that fast. So I didn't need to necessarily press down on the brakes just to make that turn. So now, right, stop sign. Look both ways and continue about your day. Another stop sign. So now this is what I usually do. If there's a one-way, clearly I can't go down the street, and clearly that is a one-way. You can see cars parked on both sides of the road, right? So for me to come to this stop sign, I don't need to necessarily look that way because I know cars are only coming from this way. I mean, obviously you want to take a glance because there's a lot of NPCs out there and people do silly stuff. So I'm gonna make this left turn after the stop sign. So you see it's a one-way. I had the right of way first, so I'm gonna go. I stopped at the stop sign first. But you saw how that person pulled out past the stop sign. It was because there was cars right at the end of the street. People do that a lot in crowded city areas. You just gotta pay attention to small things like that. Now, as you see me zigzagging on the street, it's because the streets out here have a lot of potholes. Like I'm not sure if you just saw that crater, but it was very big. We're gonna make a left turn up here, and if I can, I'm gonna try to parallel park for you guys, show you an example of parallel parking. And this isn't a two-lane street, but they've clearly made it into one just now because they're making the right turn. So that's something that they do out here, and it's something that you see me do sometime in my videos, is to be a one-lane street and I need to make a right turn. And if there's enough space and there's no sign that this says no turn on red, then I'm gonna go ahead and go into that other side and make a left turn. I mean, make that right turn like they're all doing right now. Because why do they need to sit behind us when they could clearly just go there? I can't fit there, the butt of this truck too big. I'm driving a pickup right now. This is the Ridgeline. My truck is at the dealership right now. And I'm actually glad that I'm starting this series off driving this vehicle because mine is tinted. And I feel like the tint might throw some people off on like how you do certain things, especially at nighttime. I'm glad I'm using a very untinted vehicle right now.